So, ow, beautiful. Hey y'all, I'm about to make sourdough discard bagels for the first time, and I'm actually going to use yeast and sourdough so that they rise more quickly and I can make the whole thing tonight. So you don't have to start it at night and then let it rise overnight until morning and all that. So first I have to wash my stand mixer bowl because we are going to be using the stand mixer. Okay, so for this recipe, you're going to need 3 3/4 cups of sugar. So that's a 1/4 measuring cup there that I'm getting that 3/4 with. And then you're going to need 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, and you're going to mix these together, hopefully not that fast though. Then you're going to add 1 cup of sourdough discard. Let's get that. That's some slow as molasses. So we're going to put in our discard. And then we're going to turn the mixer on low and give it a chance to start incorporating. And then we're going to very slowly add 1 1/4 cups of water. Very slowly. I'm not speeding this section up because I want you to see how slowly I'm adding the water. Now looking back, I may have added a little bit too much water. You may want to make a more precise measurement than I did. Okay, and so here we are, and I'm checking the dough. Well, first of all, why do I keep doing this? This is not the first time I've done this. I used my whisk instead of my paddle or my dough hook. Listen, if you're going to do this, just use your dough hook. It's just so much easier to start with your dough hook. And so anyway, so I get the dough hook, and you're supposed to knead for 4 to 5 minutes. But as I'm looking at this, it doesn't look like it's coming together, and it's looking like it's way too wet. And if you notice, the way that it just kind of oozes off of that hook, it is way too wet. That is way too sticky. So I just keep adding flour little by little, because I'm so worried. Can you tell this is the first time I've made bagels? I was so worried about getting too much flour in the dough and then messing it up and having tough bagels. But I was also worried, look at it just sliding off. That's another good sign it's still too wet, y'all. I was just still worried about it being too tough. And I'm trying it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to get it out, and but it's just like, no, I can't. That is just too icky sticky. And so I had to get my flour out again, add a little more flour to the dough, and then mix it one more time. Okay. I'm going to stop here and hope this is enough. Before my motor burns up. Yeah. I think this is better. Hope this is better. Okay. Before get that out, I'm going to use olive oil just because I have more of it. I accidentally bought some when I had some. Oh gosh, please Lord, do you see how sticky this is? I don't know that it's supposed to be this sticky, but it is. I don't know if this is going to turn out or not.
What is it?
It's supposed to be bagels. But I don't know if I ever got enough flour in here. It's better than it was, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I cover this up for 90 minutes. We shall see. So that was a very magical 90 minutes. In that time, this dough became so soft and luscious and so easy to work with. That might have had a little bit to do with how much oil that I accidentally put in that bowl. But as you can see, there's a paper towel over at the end of the pan there. That was also olive oil that I had to wipe up before I put the dough down onto my little bench here. So you can make 8 or 10 bagels, or 9, I guess, with these. I made 8 just because it's easier to cut into 8ths whenever you do, you quarter and then do each quarter in a half. And like I said, this dough was so soft and easy to work with. And I just want this video to give you comfort. Yes, you can do it. I don't know what I'm doing. It seemed like everything was going wrong at some point. I am very inexact in my measurements, and yet here we are. And let me just say, they ended up delicious, okay? So there's that, okay? And so here we are working with the dough. It was so easy to work with, and I'm doing all the things that I've seen all the people do on YouTube videos, because this is where I learned to do anything. And okay, y'all, when I watch this, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Ubi, but Ubi is a hand puppet, and it is literally a hand that has eyes on it. And with my rings on my hand, when I am rolling that ball of dough, all I see is Ubi. Y'all need to Google him. Do a search so you know who Ubi is. My kids watched him when they were younger. But I just see Ubi, the little hand puppet, going nom 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 nom, eating that bowl. So I'm sorry. This is just where my mind goes when I'm editing videos. So anyway, I am honing my skill of rolling balls of dough, and I'm getting pretty good at it. I'm pretty impressed with the way this dough is coming together. So again, I just want this to give you hope. If you're wondering, is it too hard? No, it is not. What I was doing with that particular ball of dough was that I could see a bubble under the surface of the ball of dough, and so I was trying to pop it. See, nom nom nom. That's all I see is Ubi eating my dough. But anyway, we'll speed up now to get this over with. It was so easy, and like I said, anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And they turned out so yummy. Now, there is sourdough in this, but it is not a long ferment, okay? But I hope to make long ferment bagels in the future, just not today, because I was trying to get these done. Look, I'm having to pat some of that oil off of the balls of dough because it was that bad. It really was. So let's get the rest of these rolled out, and I'll show you what comes next. Okay, so here comes the hard part. I'm just kidding, y'all. This way, by the way, rolling it out into a snake and looping it around is what I've always seen people do. Don't do it that way. You'll find out that this is the one, whenever I bake it, this is the one that comes undone. This is the way you should do it. Just go round and round, and it worked super easy. It was super quick. Always make the holes a lot bigger than you think they need to be, because they are going to close up a little bit as they set, and then as you boil them and bake them, those holes will get smaller. So you want to have really big holes to begin with. And so I just twirl them around. If there are any thicker areas, like one side will usually be a little bit thicker, I stretch it out a little bit, but no biggie. And let me just say, these things turned out amazing. So once you get them all stretched out like this, you're just going to let them set and rest for about 20 minutes. And don't forget to cover them up. But first, y'all know me. I had to take a picture. I don't know why. I didn't post that picture anywhere. But there's the picture. And now I'm going to cover them up and let them rest for 20 minutes. And here we go. Ready, set, start. and now we're done. So it is already time. I put in 2 tablespoons of baking powder or baking soda and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then I boil them 30 to 60 seconds on each side. And I have a timer off camera so that I'm counting, so I know when to flip them. Now, after you flip them and you bring them out, as soon as you bring them out onto the parchment, you're going to want to put any toppings on at that point. I'm making half of these to be the everything but the bagel seasoning, and so I'll put some on these, but not that one. That's the one, y'all. Do you see it? That's the one that I rolled into a log first. It looks like a parrot's beak or something. But anyway, so as you boil them, 30 to 60 seconds on each side, and then as soon as they come out, you're going to put the seasoning on them, and it is that simple. What I forgot to mention is that you're going to want to preheat your oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit so that when you're through with this boiling process, you can go ahead and put them in the oven. So this entire process of boiling the bagels is only going to take about 5 minutes, and as soon as you're done, you can just go ahead and put them in the oven. Okay, turn that off. I don't even know if they're done yet. Please be done. I think we're gonna turn it around and do maybe 2 more minutes. I mean, it does say 18 to 22, so that's a 4-minute difference. So let's do 3 more minutes. There. Then we'll see how it goes. Okay. I'll try this one more time. Please, Lord, let them be done. Oh my. Looky, looky, looky. Oh. Turn off. Turn off. This so, ow, beautiful. Woo, Lord, I don't know what got me. I don't know how I did that, but something burned. Woo, Lord, what was that? Oh my goodness. There's a double. Double it up. Lord. Thank you. Oh, they look good. I hope they taste good. Okay. Whew. Ow. It burnt my finger.